Welcome students. So far we have seen that different types of fluids, their behaviors and the empirical equations which defines such type of fluids. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about the velocity distribution in laminar flow. So how to obtain the velocity distribution in a laminar flow, and in order to do that I will introduce a concept which is known as the cell momentum balance. So if you think of a controlled volume consisting of some fluids, then at steady state you may write rate of momentum in minus rate of momentum out plus sum of all forces acting on control volume is equal to 0, because at steady state there will be no acceleration. So that means that there is no unbalanced force acting on the control volume. You should know what control volume is and what control surfaces are. But I would just go through it once again. A control surface is like there is no mass of its own, right? So anything that comes in must go out. The control surface is only used to define what the control volume is which has a fixed mass. So the conservation equation for a control surface would be like that: rate of mass in or rate of momentum in minus rate of momentum out is equal to 0. There is no unbalanced or external forces acting on it because it has zero mass. Okay, so nothing gets stored in the control surface, whereas a controlled volume is something which has finite volume of itself. So some amount of mass may come in, let's say heat. Some amount of heat may come in, some amount of heat may leave this, some amount of heat may be generated in this, and the control volume itself, because of its non-zero mass, can absorb some amount of heat. So all these will result in a change in internal energy of the control volume. So for a control volume, writing the conservation equation is slightly more involved. But for a control surface, it's very easy, right? So when we talk about a control volume consisting of a fluid, then the algebraic sum of all forces acting on it at steady state must be equal to 0. So what are these forces? Surface forces, body forces. What is surface forces? What is surface force? What is body force? That all going to be part of my next lecture. Okay. So in the next lecture of the course, in the class, we are going to talk about writing the coordinate equations, the force balance equation for a cell of fluid in which there is variation in velocity in one direction only. The simplest possible case. Okay. So velocity varies with y, velocity does not vary with x, or velocity does not vary with z. It is only one dimensional change. The entire control volume is acted by a body force, gravity, and it is experiencing a difference in pressure between two points. So that will be going to our the discussion of the next lecture. I hope you will be benefited. You will be informative. This course will be informative. So thank you all of you.